Hey Pyros, this is Pyroman87. I have gotten a lot of emails requesting that I continue my stash update. So today we're going to have a pretty long video, but it's going to basically be stash update number 2, and the video itself will be divided into 2 sections. We're going to have firing systems and equipment, and then the stash itself. So just a quick rundown of my firing equipment, starting with my original e-firing system. These are the little quantum fired 2x6 units, 12Q system, all battery operated with a remote. This is what I was using for a couple years, but putting 12 fireworks on a queue and then having to reset, put more fireworks on the queue after the original 12, it just was too much of a pain in the ass. So I upgraded to the Sparkfire. Now these are the 32Q systems from remotefiringsystems.com, and they are a very, very nice system for the money. And the Sparkfire kit also comes with these accessories. You got the remote, you've got the battery charger, and the antenna. So you get the whole kit. It also comes in the nice seahorse case to protect it, extra key, and a diode to test the firing system. But I figured, well, 32 Qs is well and good, but it'd be a lot better to have even more Qs. So I picked up this guy. Now this is the Superb Fire system. This is the older version of basically the Sparkfire. So the Sparkfire is the new version, and the Superb Fire is the older version. But a very well built system regardless of, still comes with the remote, and the battery is external. So you've got these cables to hook up to it. But otherwise, it's a really good system. So that's just kind of an overview of my firing systems. So between the two 32Q systems, I've got 64 Qs, plus the 12 Qs if I ever need that for anything. And then we've got the tape that I use to hook my fireworks together and connect fuse. It's obviously not duct tape, and it's also not that U-Haul tape. I'm sure some of you have seen the videos where U-Haul tape is promoted as the best fireworks tape, but in my opinion, any tape works pretty well, and this stuff is even cheaper than the U-Haul tape. Holds my fireworks together. I've never had a problem with it, so I don't know why you'd need to pay more than you should just for some simple devices tape. And then we've got firing wire. This is a nice 500-foot roll of firing wire, 22 gauge. So really going to be useful for connecting some of the igniters at a longer distance. As for the igniters themselves, these are what I've been using in the past. These are the Talon 2 igniters, and I've had really good success with them. As you can see, I have this box. This was a box of 50. This is the last one left, and I've got a fresh box of 50. And then I needed some longer igniters, so I got these 7-meter igniters. Now, as for which brand these are, I'm not really 100% sure. I want to say they're the Red Dragons, but I am not positive. But regardless of, they are much longer than the Talon 2s, and these will be really great, especially when I, get to the really bigger cakes, the bigger 500-gram cakes. You probably don't want those going off too close to your firing system, so these are going to be a nice, safe distance away from it. So look forward to using these out this year. We'll see how they operate. But yeah, just kind of wanted to do a quick overview of my firing equipment before I actually get into the fireworks themselves. So here we go with the rest of the video that's going to be showcasing my stash for this year. Also, just want to make a quick note. I have a wholesale order from Big Fireworks coming in, but that has not arrived yet. That's going to be about 6 to 10 cases of product. So hopefully that will come in early next month, and then I'll do a quick update on that. And that should complete my stash outside of my 1.3 order that will be picked up on the 4th of July itself. So, and I'll make sure to make a video of the setup and use of some of the display product that I got this year. But yes, this video is going to be all consumer product 1.4. Anyways, just wanted to quickly mention that. Now for the stash. So for starters, we've got 6 boxes of the Iron Revenger shell kit. And these are those really nice 1.75 inch ball shells with the tail. And so far I have 6 boxes of the Iron Revenger shells. Now, for those of you who don't know, these are discontinued. They are no longer making them. So they're a good find. Basically, if you can get them for under $30 a box, they are definitely worth picking up. Anything higher than that, I'd probably just let them go, because there are comparable shells on the market today that would work. The other shells from Behi General is just the standard black box artillery shell. And I have 4 boxes left of that. So these I still think are really, really, really solid ball shells. But again, if you're going to pay too much per box, I would just let it go and pick up a comparable ball shell. Because obviously, if you're going to be firing off a volley of ball shells, for a Sky Puke segment or just your overall grand finale, I doubt that your crowd is really going to know the difference between, let's say, a world-class ball shell and then these ball shells. So, then over here we got the Pyro Predator Festival balls. You may have seen a video of these before. I actually did a demo and review video of these shells, and they're not that impressive, but I got them for free, so free pyro regardless of what it is. It's going to be good. So not going to complain about that. Some miscellaneous stuff. Got some of the Thunderbomb firecrackers, and to be honest with you, I have no idea which year these are from. These I got for free for trading some fireworks. I figured for now I'll hang on to them, because I do know that Thunderbombs after a certain age are pretty collectible. So maybe I can do some more research about these and figure out what exactly these are. And then just got a bag of fuse. That's what I use to hook up all my ball and canister shells. And then some leftovers of the Spring Fountain fireworks, which I also did a review and demo of. And I've got another full package of unopened package of these somewhere, so we'll probably come across them when we go through the rest of my stash. And now we got the Roman candles. So you may have seen my April Fool's video, the 10 Guns Leeling Salute. I also got these for free. I thought they were actually going to be some kind of salute candle, but they are just a very, very, very mediocre candle that just shoots up red and green balls. So very unimpressed, and I would not purchase them or recommend them. There we go. Then we've got 1 package of the Legend brand super candle. I also did a review and a demo of this, which will be posted eventually. And these are very nice Roman candles. I mean, just looking at the size of them, they're definitely one of the biggest candles on the market. And they probably have one of the biggest, nicest breaks you'll get. But they aren't just, a ball and then a loud break. These actually have nice color breaks and, different effects. Chrysanthemum, peony, palm trees. So and you know, 8 shots of just that one effect. So very nice color, nice effect. Probably breaks as good as a average 200 gram cake, so I think that's fairly impressive for a Roman candle. Then we've got several packages of the flying fish candles from Megaton. Also have a review and demo video of this particular one. And yeah, just a nice flying fish effect found in a Roman candle. First time I seen it, so I figured try a couple out. Then I've got some of these flashing thunder candles, 10 balls, and these are from Mega Banger. Basically just a blue ball to report, not a super loud report, but a nice blue color on it. So, and they're cheap, so I'd probably pick these up again if I saw them. Then we've got some leftovers of the Pyro Predator Voodoo candle, which is your really good report candle. 8 balls of just a nice loud report. Really nice candle. I also have a review and demo of this one that I'll post. So this is a very solid candle. Again, this is Pyro Predator Voodoo candles. Highly would recommend them. And then these are interesting. Have some of these left over. These are from Black Diamond, which is just kind of an offshoot of Big Fireworks, because as you know, Big Fireworks also has that Dragon LTD brand. So this is basically Big Fireworks and just another one of their subsidiaries. But these are the Screaming Demon Roman candles. And these are basically just screaming demons or screaming loud. Well, basically, they're just a loud whistling, crackling comet. But pretty cool. I liked them, and I'd probably get them again, and they were pretty cheap. Then we just have a couple miscellaneous things. I got a few Red Rhino UFOs. These are crap. Don't waste your time with these. Got one of those artificial satellite fireworks and some random leftovers from a couple years ago. Some Black Hat rockets. Some gunner planes from Shelton's. These don't do anything too special. They just kind of zip around and then they release a firecracker load. These are actually interesting. These are also from Shelton's. These are a butterfly, and they actually do fly up in the air, kind of like the sunflowers. But yeah, kind of a neat firework. I like the stuff that flies up in the air. And then these generic brand of parachute planes, not too fancy or spectacular, so I wouldn't recommend those either. Alright, now we're going to look at some of my leftover canister and ball shells from years past. Yep, nice and neat. But there's the spud guns. You saw the video on these. You saw the I compared them to the Excalibur shells. So these were bought last year, so I'd assume these are the 2013 batch of spud guns, and I thought they were really nice. And then these are my 2012 Excalibur shells. These were purchased in 2012, so I assume they are the 2012 batch of shells. And interesting fact, I also picked up this year a case of the 2014 Excalibur shells, and they look exactly like this. They've gone back to the solid colored label with the effect listed in the diamond shape, so that's good. I don't know if anybody purchased the ones where they had those crazy multicolored labels, and I heard that that batch wasn't all that great, but I know that the 2012s are a very solid batch, and I saw the 2014 shells shot off, so we know that those are really solid. And then these are just some generic ball shells. I think they were from a Shelton's shell kit. I don't remember which one, but yeah, a lot better products out there. And actually, if we're talking about comparing ball shells, you know, the Beehive General black box shells blows these out of the water, these Shelton shells. So Beehive General good, Shelton's not so good. But yeah, this is just kind of my leftover stash, and like I said, I got a whole case of the 2014 Excaliburs, And then you may have also seen the video I made about the new for 2014 shells from Big Fireworks, the Aftermath shells. So I've got those as well, and don't know if I'll get a chance to actually demo those separately before the Force or do a comparison video, but they will be part of my show this year, and I'll make sure to point them out when I fire them off. Alright, so now we're going to go into the 200 and 500 gram cakes. As you can see, these are all in these different tubs. So for starters, we'll go over here, because these guys are already out. Let's see what we got. So we got Robot Wars from Red Rhino, 8-shot cake. I gotta tell you, anytime you see an 8 to 10 shot cake in kind of the hexagon or the cylinder shaped cake, for some reason, those always perform really, really great. And speaking of performance, let's see if we can... So there's a performance on that one. And definitely check out YouTube, check out some of the videos on it. This is a good cake. And then kind of a similar cake, at least in terms of size and shot count, is the 8-shot Robot Rage cake from Pyro Predator. And this is just 8 shots of Robotic Rage colorful coconut trees. It looks like they got the Star Wars clone trooper on the cover. So, yep, I also seen a video of this, and it's also a very good cake. Alright, and then we got this cake from Big Fireworks. This is their 6-shot series from the Six Dragon collection. I actually did a video on one of them. I think it was called Yao. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but that's the video that I will have up eventually, review and demo of that cake, and that cake is from this series. And each cake has different effects. This one has White Palm, Red Dahlia. So, and they're nice cakes. They are nice shots, and pretty cheap, as you can see. So, we've got that. Then I've got actually kind of an older firework, something that has been out of production for a while. This is the Leco's Power brand UFO, something that you really don't see anymore these days, but I heard that they were pretty good. I think I'm going to hang on to this one and just do a separate kind of review and demo of it. I think that would be a good way to go about doing that. And then Let's Party, if you kind of saw one of my recent demo and review videos, this is the Ghost Shadow cake, 20 shots, and there's the effects again. And this was a good cake if you saw the video or other videos of it online. So that's a solid cake. And oh, here's the other spring fountain that I said I had, the other package. So that's those guys. Then we got a couple more 200 and 500 gram cakes. This is Death's Wish, also from Big Fireworks. And you can see the performance, 25 shots. I know that this one is still in production. In fact, I just saw it at the warehouse when I was at the demo not too long ago. So they definitely are still making this cake. And yeah, I'm looking forward to shooting this one off. From the videos I've seen, it definitely looks like a good cake. Then we have a Brothers brand. You know, you gotta have some Brothers product in your show. 25 shot magic carpet, pretty much just various diameter shots of different color. Probably similar, if not the same as cakes like Buck Fever from Pyro King. I'm pretty sure this cake has been rewrapped to death. So, but this one is probably one of the originals that did this effect, so happy to have found one. Then we got a 350 gram cake Matrix Pyro, 16 shots. A lot of people have seen videos of this. I've actually got a second cake somewhere in my stash. So these two are going to be shot off together in my show. And then a 500 gram cake from Biggs, Broken Silence. Actually kind of disappointed about this cake. I guess I didn't see enough good video of it. Don't really know why I got it in the first place, but saw it at the demo last year and it was very underwhelming. It was not a good cake. Probably one of their value cakes, even though it wasn't priced as the value cake. I do think that it is one of their value cakes because it does not look as good as a lot of their other ones. So hopefully it'll look fine. I mean, it's going in my show, so there'll be other stuff going on around it. Let's see. We got another purple chrysanthemum cake. I did a review and demo on this one. Horrible cake. If you saw that video, would not recommend it. Definitely nicer AFW product out there. Let's see. I'll look at these. So there's that Dragon LTD, as I kind of explained earlier. That's just basically Big Fireworks, just another one of their brands. A 16 shot on this cake. You can see the performance right there. This cake is discontinued, and I'm lucky enough. To have 4 of them. And these are actually leftovers from a case I picked up a few years back. So these are kind of the last I'm going to have of this one. And then I picked up this one. I don't really know too much about it. It's Massive Destruction from World Class, 25 shots. Truthfully, I think it's just a Brothers brand Magic Carpet rewrap based on the performance. See, artillery shells as a mixture of varied color and varied diameters. So I definitely believe this is the World Class rewrap of Magic Carpet. Here's the other Matrix Pyro from Brothers. Ooh, and then we got Epicenter from Dominator. I heard good things about this. Cake, and I was excited to actually find one. I believe they're still making it. Sorry, can't really see the performance, but basically it's a 12 multi-level effects with colorful mines and loud breaks. And if you've seen product video of it, it's definitely a nice cake, and I heard that it still hits pretty hard, so excited to try that one out. Then I have a Black Diamond brand from Big. This is 500 grams. This is Crown. As you can see, 16 shots, silver to gold crackling, Camorals. That's actually kind of a cool effect, especially in the 1.3 world. It is actually a nice cake. This is a very, very, very beautiful 500 gram cake, and I'm looking forward to shooting it off. So we're going to move on to these last couple bins since we've taken care of those. We got some more Big Fireworks in here. This is bail money, 10 shot. As I said earlier, I love the hexagon shaped or round cakes. Those shots, for whatever reason, always seem really nice. And 10 shots, little cake packs, real punch, loud crackle mines, and color shells breaking high above. I'm actually a sucker for the mines with the breaks above type cakes. I always feel like those are pretty fun to watch. Unfortunately, this was the last one at the store I was at, the last one they had in stock, or else I probably would have picked up at least 3 more to have 4. But it'll still look nice on its own, I believe. And then we have the Pro Color series, Pro Blue, Pro Gold, the Pro Green, and the Pro Red. And these are 200 gram cakes, and they're basically just 16 shots of assorted effects with the primary color. So again, this is the, for example, this is the blue cake. Here we have blue strobe with gold, blue with primrose, blue palm, and etc., etc. So you can see there. And each cake pretty much has those kinds of effects. So just move these out of the way and show you the two 500-gram cakes below it. So we have in-game, this is one of Big's value cakes, and you can see the effects. I had this one last year, and I liked it. I think I shot it off with another in-game. I had two of these going off at once at some point in my show last year, and they look pretty nice. So as far as the value cakes, what are they, $19? Definitely a good price, definitely worth it. So, you know, I'd get these, especially by the case too. That's another thing. If you can get these by the case, it's incredibly reasonable price per case. Then we have Burn It Up. Like Broken Silence, after I saw that at the demo last year, I was really disappointed. This is another big 500-gram cake. 16-shot cake. And there's the performance. As you can see, yeah, it says impressive burst. I don't know if I saw a China demo, you know, when they were shooting off the cakes over in China before they came here, or what kind of video it was, but it was not this cake. But, you know, based on that video, I thought it was cool, picked it up, saw it in person at the demo last year, did not impress. So, lesson learned. You know, definitely don't just go by a product video, because it could be the China sample, and you know that's always going to be more powerful than what's going to be available here in the US. Put those away. Moving on to this container, I got one of the Red Rhino full auto, or full-blown Firework cakes. These are those so-called prosumer type cakes. Not as nice as, let's say, a Dominator Pro cake, but they're still pretty cool. So this is a 16-shot cake, and you can see it's quite a large cake. Anyways, this one is the Purple Mine cake, so it's going to be 16 shots of the Purple Mines. Pretty cool. In a moment, I'll show you what I'm going to pair it up with once I get to that container. And here's another Let's Party from Ghost Shadow. Now here are some more of those 6 dragon cakes. This is a duplicate of the one you just saw a few moments ago. And then this is the one I did the demo of, the red, white, and blue shots. So I got a review and demo of this cake that I'll post eventually. And another one, You. So this one is blue and red. Should be pretty cool. And then finally, this one, which has white and purple. That should be pretty. So we got that. Healthcare Reform, Red Rhino. Another one of those round 9-shot cake that's kind of different. But I saw a video of this. Looked pretty cool. Not sure if they still make it or not. There he goes, looking for the performance. So yeah, gonna have a lot of crackle, but looks like it had some nice colors in the video I saw. Alright, this is pretty cool. So you guys have probably never seen this cake before, and you'll never see it again. This is a Poly Wonder cake, one of the old brands of fireworks that came out. And you know it's a Poly Wonder cake because of the number, the product number, PW651. The PW is the Poly Wonder. So this cake is called King of Birds. It's a 10-shot cake, and honestly, I've never even seen a consumer cake look like this before. These are out of production, way out of production. I was lucky enough to find one, so I grabbed it because I knew exactly what it was. And Doesn't have the effect listed. Did actually see a video of it, and it's supposed to be really big shots of like white glitter with white flying fish. So kind of like the white glitter mine, and then a big break of the flying fish above it. So we'll see what it actually does this year. But such a neat cake. It's kind of sad to shoot it off, but I mean, fireworks are made to be shot off. What good are they just sitting around not being enjoyed? But I'll probably keep the label on this one. And then I've got two of Big's full auto, just kind of that 200 shot mini zipper cake. The different colored comets. You've probably seen 100 videos of these. Not much to say about it. I plan on pairing these two up though, kind of as a front for my show, so that should look good. Then I got another interesting cake from a brand you probably haven't heard too much of, but Freedom First, makers of the spud gun shells that you saw in an earlier video I made. This is a 25 shot cake called Speechless. It basically just has a lot of different colors, and then the mini finale. 25 shots, so so you can see tubes aren't that large, but should be a pretty nice cake overall. I actually saw the product video in the store, and it looked pretty good, so I think it'll be fine. Now for one of the last tubs. So Comet Rider, this was a really, really good cake. Kind of really not supposed to talk about these cakes, but I ended up doing a demo and a review of it because I had an extra one that I wanted to try out. But yep, this is one of those good cakes, and I think you can see why due to the effect. But yeah, I'm gonna just blow the rest of them off this year, kind of make a big noisy mini finale, or maybe a false finale. Then I've got two red razzles from Pyro King, the famous red comet cake that everybody loves. So that was pretty cool. And then the final 200 gram or 500 gram cakes as of right now are Yin and Yang. They're both 9-shot cakes from Black Diamond, and they're 2-inch shots. So this is the performance of Ying, massive burst, and the performance of Yin, large colored palms. Yep, they're definitely 2-shot cakes, basically NOABs, but not traditionally on the board. So yeah, this is the firework stash as of right now, pending a few more wholesale orders. And gonna leave you guys with one little surprise. I know we're not supposed to talk about, the overloaded stuff, but I'll just give you a peek into the fun container of all the goodies that I have. As you can see, all the names are turned over, flipped down, so you really can't see what they are. But yeah, these are all those really, really hard to find fireworks that people talk about in secret, the stuff we're not supposed to talk about. But I figured, I'm a nice guy, I'll show you that fun box, what I got in there. So yeah, like I said, expect another video to come soon of my big fireworks wholesale order, and a little bit later I'll have a video of my display fireworks that I'll be using this year. So I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the video so far.